Hey folks, welcome back to Brutal Reviews. Today, we're taking a hard look at the Fanxiang S660 PCIe 4.0 NVMe M.2 SSD, the one promising up to 5,000 megabytes per second speeds, heatsink included, and PS5 ready. Sounds amazing on paper, right? And yeah, a lot of people do like it. Fast read/write speeds, affordable price, and it even looks pretty slick with that heatsink. But here's the kicker. This drive has over 3,300 plus reviews, and while it seems popular, almost 5% of users gave it 1 star and another 1% gave it 2 stars. And let me tell you, those aren't just picky complaints, they're nightmare-level issues. So, buckle up, because I'm about to break down 7 major problems users are screaming about. Issue number 1. Compatibility problems. Some users reported that the S660 completely messed up their PS5. One reviewer said, and I quote, "My PS Plus and PS Store on the home screen wouldn't load, friends list was off, and I couldn't access account info. Rebuilding the database helped for a couple of hours, then everything broke again." Yeah, that's a huge red flag if you actually want this for your console. Issue number 2. Durability concerns. Another recurring problem is drive longevity. A 2 terabytes version reportedly worked fine for a year, then started throwing bad block errors on Windows 11, locking up the system completely. SSDs should last years without freezing your computer, and this one failed early. Issue number 3. Terrible performance with large files. If you transfer anything over 1 to 2 gigabytes, get ready for frustration. Users say the drive starts fast, then throttles horribly. One 4 terabytes user tested multiple enclosures and cables. After 20 seconds of transferring footage, speeds dropped from nearly 1 gigabyte per second to under 100 megabytes per second, essentially worse than a traditional 5,400 revolutions per minute HDD. That's not just slow, that's useless for serious work. Issue number 4. PCIe and system crashes. Another reviewer on a Mac Studio reported PCIe bus disconnects, system crashes, and massive slowdowns when running large batches. Writes would drop to 30 megabytes per second if you're lucky. Imagine your computer randomly freezing because your high-speed SSD can't handle the heat. Yeah, that's terrifying. Issue number 5. QLC NAND disaster. Here's a technical but critical point. The S660 uses QLC NAND. If you don't know what that means, it's basically cheap storage tech that slows down fast. Reviewers comparing TLC versus QLC were blown away by how terrible this is for consistent speeds, especially with large transfers. Issue number 6. Installation headaches. Out of the box, the heatsink isn't even installed, and there are 0 clear instructions. Users were putting the case back together upside down, trying to figure out which side is up. One person literally wasted $100 trying to save $50 on this SSD. That's not just inconvenient, it's amateur hour. Issue number 7. High failure rate. Finally, the most worrying. High failure rate. Some 4 terabytes units reportedly died within a week of use. Others had multiple failures when transferring large files. Buyers looking for reliability? Forget it. Verdict. Look, the Fanxiang S660 sounds amazing, fast speeds, heatsink, PS5 compatibility. But in reality, it's a gamble. If you only do minimal transfers, it might survive. But for gamers, editors, or anyone dealing with large files, you're asking for headaches, system crashes, and wasted money. Honestly, skip this one and buy a trusted brand like Samsung. Seriously, your sanity will thank you. That's it for today's brutal review. If you liked watching me tear this SSD apart, hit that like button, subscribe for more brutally honest reviews, and drop your horror stories in the comments. Trust me, I love reading them. Stay smart, stay brutal.